Hi.
Hi.
How we doing, Internet Land?
Thanks
for tuning in. How you doing?
I'm
Miss
good.
Chan?
I'm back to normal color.
Channy cakes?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, well.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Are you disappointed that I'm not normal color?
No.
Anyway.
I mean, we had our fun. And
yeah.
there's always other times.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's shelf gravy time.
Yeah. Yeah, we brought some friends along too.
Whoa.
Mr. Matt.
Hi, everybody.
He looks like a dragon.
He just took a big old hit off that bong.
Yeah, man. Trying to get fucked up.
What's up, guys? Mike with us.
Hello.
Hi. And last but not least, we got the Brinkalizer.
Yeah.
How's it going? How's everybody?
Good.
All right.
Good.
Pretty good so far, I guess.
Yeah. So, what's everybody working on? Mr. Mike, what are you working on?
That little evil lady I just showed you a second ago. That's the Zarya body. I painted her all a different color, a darker red, and I got all of her pieces and parts all exploded and on their little sticks and ready to add some dry brushing to them.
Heck yeah.
Very cool.
What are you working on tonight, Matt?
40K bullshit.
Oh.
Because I have to leave a toxic fandom and trade it for another.
Maybe we could elaborate and get into that here shortly, if you like.
Yeah, sure, okay. Of course. I'm an open book. I mean, I admitted my cocaine addiction last episode, so nothing secret.
And what's the Brinkalizer working on tonight?
I am not working on spreadsheets.
Yay!
Not spreading cheeks, man. That's
new.
I do have another piece of work that was kind of handed to me. I got to get done, which is writing up my annual review. Goals and accomplishments and shit like that.
I did this, and this. Now give me money.
Fucking doing it.
I'm fucking awesome. The rest of your employees are fucking slack-jawed dummies. I, Brian Brink, need to be
to give me all the money.
If it wasn't for me, the whole goddamn company would fall apart.
Yep.
It feels like it sometimes.
Double my salary.
I need to buy all the toys.
Or else.
And I cannot find my cheat sheet that I wrote up for myself, which is really bothering me.
Uh-oh.
I hate it when I can't find my cheat sheet.
Brian.
Yeah, it's like you're supposed to write it on your hand.
Yeah, sure.
You wear them button-up flannel shirts. You can write it up your arm, and
you can be like the dude from Memento.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pull your sleeve down. Nobody will know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Well, what are you working on, JD?
Well, I couldn't make my mind up, but I figured since Mandalorian comes back to us this in 2 days.
Friday.
I figured I might do something Star Wars.
Nice.
I dug around a little bit and found some heads that I wanted to paint. These will be for my collection, but we'll still give a piece away at the end of the show, provided by the lovely My Action Figure Customs. So.
I found it. I fucking found my cheat sheet.
Yes, Brian.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but that
don't be
fine. That's great.
Good job, Brian.
Good news. It's gonna be a good night.
Fuck yeah.
Show that cheat sheet who's boss.
Fucking found it. Son of a bitch.
Give it
Yeah,
all that
boy.
brink loving.
So fucking happy.
So
Woo.
we're also thanks to our buddy Gort, we're gonna try a new camera out tonight and see how that works.
Nice.
So we were kind of testing it out a little bit. It seems like it's pretty freaking clear,
Pretty zoomy.
pretty zoomy.
I don't know how else to say that.
So
looks-
zoomy.
Looks the same, except oh wow, look at all those scales.
You can see the hair on your hand.
Oh
It's
my
kind of high
look-
definition there.
Whoa.
How disgusting his hands are.
They're very shiny.
Yeah. So I don't know which one to do.
I think you should do that one.
Him?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna do
Huh?
Nice.
this guy.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck off, you fucking fuck.
Hey,
Um,
there we go.
Matt
you're,
doesn't like your choice there, JD.
you're still.
I might be a little
There
too.
it goes. There it goes.
It moves.
There we
the
go.
pink thing. It's,
What is that?
Looks like something from Hellraiser almost.
Barada. I forget what the species is called.
It's pretty cool looking, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name?
Look up the name Barada. Barada. It's a head nod to the day the Earth stood still. Where's Knights of Ren when you need them?
It's a pram.
That's a pram.
It's a pram.
Okay, I got it here.
Literally.
I can't make fun of Knight too much because he just got
Oh,
over the COVID.
Yeah, that's some pretty crazy stuff, huh?
Well, if he's gotten over it, you can make fun of him, I think.
Yeah, but isn't there like a moratorium? Like I can't really pick on him too much.
As long as he's not dead, I think you're free to fucking mess with him.
See, I totally disagree with that. I feel like if you die, like it's game on. I can say whatever the fuck I want. Because what are you gonna do?
Oh, that's true. There's
Mhm.
That's
your-
Oh,
Yeah. That guy. That's word.
Hmm.
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 Mm,
You humming about?
Nothing. I'm just looking.
Oh. Okay.
How did the green paint get on the ceiling?
Oh, you know.
It happens.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I know.
Never you mind.
How did it get up there? And all over everything else.
Yeah, I bet.
There's a lot of cleaning that needs to be done at this point. I didn't realize how much that stuff, like I didn't put the, like there's a setting spray or something you can put on. And
Yeah.
I was in a hurry and I didn't put it on, and it was all over the headphones and all over my computer keyboard, and that's just the things I'm willing to talk about.
Uno momento, people. I have to get water.
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 What's that from? It's very obscure. I wouldn't want you to get it. But
Waterworld.
no. It's something that I always,
Okay.
when I always think of water, it's something I always think about, and it's that scene in Gremlins where it's near the end and Gizmo is done chasing Stripe all through the department store, and he ends up in like that, whatever that end part is, the garden center.
Garden. Yeah.
And he sees the fountain and he looks at the fountain. And he's like, what? And then he goes
And
up there and he sticks his finger in the fountain and he's got the gun and his ass starts bubbling. And then Gizmo comes and rides the race car over the shovel, grabs the blinds, opens the blinds, and, you know,
The sunlight streams in.
yep. What?
That's pretty obscure, Brian.
Anyway, whenever I drink water, I always think of that. I don't know why. It's just what I do.
Here we go. I'm going at it.
You're painting them all. What color you got?
I got Castellan green. That's what I got. So just gonna throw on my base here. Gotta get in his ear. He's got a little ear hole there. I don't know how well you can see it, but
I'm pretty sure we'll see it pretty clearly soon.
and yes, that is Silly Putty holding this on
It works.
for
It
now.
does.
What's his name again?
Barada.
Barada.
I don't know if that's this specific character's name because I have a bunch of different ones. Barada had the red colored bandana wrapped around his head. There's one with like a metal plate, like a helmet that I have. And then there's this one without the hat or without a hat or yeah, stuff. So Matt, tell us about
Yes.
your 40K stuff.
So I just got the. It's not real new, but it's like their new edition starter box, and I got all the Space Marine shit for it. So it's just
Oh,
it's
cool.
just going to be a lot of just kind of assembling or whatever. Why did I freeze up?
I don't know.
That's fucking wild. Everything's
Maybe-
frozen.
Maybe it's chilly in there.
Maybe. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but you know, just a
No.
lot of assembling, a lot of clicking, a lot of clipping, that sort of stuff.
Nice.
I just needed a break from like action figure shit. Like I'm just fucking done with all of it right now,
Uh-oh.
and I just need a break.
Why would happen?
It's just more of the same shit, you know. It's the exclusive bullshit, you know. The Star Wars stuff, like that Star Wars debacle the other day. It's like, are you guys doing this on purpose, or do you just not give a fuck? And it's like, you know, I'm not going to continue to support that type of behavior.
Right.
I'm just not, you know. I'm not going to buy off scalpers, and you know what? If at this point I don't get a toy that I want, oh fucking well.
Right?
You know,
I hear that.
it sucks, but like, it's the juice just isn't worth the squeeze for me right now.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. I feel that way about a lot of things, like pertaining to toys.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I get it. You know, I do understand. You know, the company's got to make money and whatever, but it's like you have this archaic backward system that just kind of fucks people.
Mm-hmm.
You don't seem to give a shit. It's like,
Mhm.
well, I'm not going to give a shit about you either then.
Yeah. Fuck your exclusive toy.
Yeah, it's fucking the worst, man.
Did JD tell you guys what happened on Monday when we went running around?
No.
Huh.
What happened? What happened?
Well,
What happened?
the day before, he was looking through some,
Like Pop Finder or one of those.
to
Actually, it was Pop Finder.
to try to find the Ahsoka wave.
the Clone Wars stuff. The
Yep.
fucking Walmart bullshit.
And
I was taking a poop, by the way.
while he was doing this,
Yeah, I was looking, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna look and see for shits and giggles."
Literally.
Yep.
literally.
Literally.
So then he came upstairs and he's like, "Yeah, you're not gonna believe what I found,"
Show me
and
stock.
it was showing that the entire wave was in stock at a Walmart where I used to live.
Yeah.
And they never have anything in there. Like their toy shelves are all but empty except for Barbie stuff most
Yeah.
of the time.
It's a very small
Tiny
Walmart too.
Walmart. Tiny Walmart. And I was like, all right, well, I mean, if you want to get up early and go check it out, let's do it. So we were up and out the door.
So you guys slept in.
That never
No.
happens in this house.
I slept for 2 hours, Matt.
and
And then
Why'd you even go to bed at that point?
Well, I tried to stay awake, but my eyes just couldn't stay open.
Yeah.
So
we got up, rolled out the door, ran down to Walmart, and nothing. Start looking around, and they didn't have the display up yet or anything, because that's supposed to have a display and all that happy junk. And we start looking around, and the whole aisle by the garden center was just full of pallets with boxes and shrink
That
wrap.
were unloaded. Okay, gotcha.
Well, it looked like they had been there for a couple of days, like it just, nobody had messed with them really. And there's this one lady back there kind of fucking around, picking through stuff, trying to unbox things. And we walked back there and she ran off, and we're walking through the aisle looking at what's on the pallets. And lo and behold, there's a pallet that looks like a display wrapped up and cardboarded together that has a sticker on it that says Star Wars something or other.
Star Wars trends, it said.
And
Okay.
the lady came back, and I looked at her and I said, "So is this stuff you're getting ready to put out for Christmas?" And she said, "No, this is just stuff that needs to be put out." And I said, "Oh, okay." And then she asked what we were looking for. And I said, we're looking for some Star Wars stuff. She said, "I know there's one over here somewhere that says Star Wars on it." She's like, "Let's look." And she walked over, she looked at it, it said Star Wars on it, and she offered to open it. She just started cutting the shrink wrap. She was like, and just starts cutting the shrink wrap and opening the display. And she opened it up, and lo and behold, it was the entire display. Nobody had touched it yet.
Wow.
Nice.
It still had everything in it. It was all set up to go. And we grabbed what we needed out of it and left stuff behind for other people, even though JD was like, "I really don't feel comfortable doing this. I'm a little bit concerned about scalpers coming in and taking everything we didn't buy, and because that's what's happening right now." He's like, "I kind of just want to grab everything and see if any of our friends need it." And I was like, "Yeah, but the right thing to do is to leave some behind,
Right. Yeah, leave some for the next guy.
Right.
No, I get that.
So we did. And we went down to York. We went down another 20 minutes out of our way to the other, another area to try to see if we could find any elsewhere, you know what I mean? And see what else we could, get our hands on, look around. Since we were awake, we figured we might as well take the morning and just do a little running. and we did. Someone had contacted us and asked if we could grab them a few of them.
Yeah.
So we went and came back around noon, and the lady had put everything back inside the cardboard. Like she didn't
What?
even pull the display out and
Nope.
put it up. She just put all the cardboard back on it, put the lid back on it, and left it where it was.
What?
Yeah, so we just opened it back up and took a few more out that someone had asked us to grab for them, and bought them and then left. Closed it back up and left.
Huh.
It was funny because we walked in and she just grabbed me by the hand and started pulling me through the other like different aisles that we wouldn't have normally gone through. And she's like, come on, shut up. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing?
He's trying to drag me back to the toys. He's like, no, we have to go this way. And I'm like, no, because I had a feeling she didn't put them out yet. And I wanted to check before we went running through toy aisles trying to find the stuff. I wanted to make sure that it was still on the pallet. I wanted to see. So
Lord behold, there it was.
Walks through all the back sides of the aisles back to the garden center, and it was still there. And we still left, some behind for the next guy. We didn't take them all. We didn't buy them all. There was, enough left for someone else. It was just, and I understand where JD's saying about like he felt uncomfortable about it because he didn't want Scalp to get a hold of it, because I find out he's telling me that people are selling them for $50 a piece or more right now on eBay.
Yeah, like that.
I'm like,
Yep.
that is so stupid.
Like a decent price on them is like $50. I see people
for those Ahsoka head clone troopers you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
that wave pretty much.
Yeah, the Mandalorians that come in that wave, and Ahsoka herself.
Oh, the Mandalorians with the spiky heads and the other one.
Yeah.
I actually ordered Ahsoka from BBTS.
Oh.
So I don't have to deal with that shit. Like,
wait, that's probably a different Ahsoka.
No, you can get that one. Actually,
really?
I can't remember now.
she looked decent, so I was like, oh, okay. It was like,
cool.
She's a lot better than the first one, the Rebels one.
No, Matt, you might have the newer Rebels one pre-ordered on BBTS.
oh, really? Well, that's
No.
fine.
Yeah, as opposed to the
Clone War.
one from the last season of the Clone Wars, which is the new one they just made.
I'm fine with that. I like how she looks. The one I ordered, and I'm fine with that. I don't like those Mandalorians. Those Mandalorians look kind of fucking. I'm not super impressed.
I like them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You like them, you win.
I've heard that.
The Hot Toys one that they just released, the Death Watch, he looked fucking. He's like, you're charging $300 for this underwhelming fucking. Okay.
Hey, JD.
Yeah.
Craig asked, what company makes this head? Or Greg? Did I say Craig? Greg.
So this is either from Outer Rim Traders or Two Sons Casting. I cannot remember where
Which
I got
one
them.
right now?
But it's from either of those two, because any of the Star Wars stuff that I've gotten have been from those two sites. And they work very closely together as well.
So what colors did you just use?
So far we got that Castellian green, and then I used Straken green as my layer.
What did you call it, JD? Two Sons?
Two Sons Casting or Outer Rim Traders. Oh, and yeah, Sean Fear, Watto's Scrapyard. He does more 3D printed stuff. I have a bunch of stuff from him as well. Thank you, Frank, for reminding him. Reminding me, him. Okay, so now we're gonna take this Gog Fag Brown. Gog Fag Brown. Whatever.
So, JD, I think it was Two Sons. I'm looking on their website now, and I see it.
There we go. We're gonna use this. It's like a very weird looking orange color. And people are gonna be like, what? Why?
It's called Big Drummer.
Oh, yeah. That's what he is. He is the fucking drummer guy from the special edition Return of the Jedi. He was one of the drummers when they did the stupid song. Yeah.
Well, I hate to report, JD, but my blending skills are kind of trash. Remember that? What I asked you about that female demon?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it didn't work out too well. So I'm starting over. I need to get a little airbrush or something.
I don't.
I'm not quite as dexterous as I used to be. It's hard to blend over these ridges too.
I need to practice with the airbrush. It's very. I think
It's
you have,
finicky.
yeah. There's a lot of like. I feel like there's some techniques I don't know, and the paint is so thin that it just I don't know.
A long time ago, and I used to be into building model cars and stuff. I got this. It was like a really cheap tester's kind of rattle can kind of deal.
Mhm.
I got about 5 or 6 squirts out of that thing, and that thing went flying across the garage, and that was the end of that thing. Either I couldn't figure it out, or it was already a piece of trash.
I mean, it's a money investment. First off,
Yeah.
you don't want to get like a just straight up shit brush.
Right.
You know, and then it's also a learning curve.
Dark.
Yeah, you don't want to buy the highest model possible starting out.
Right, but you also don't want to buy like the shittiest of the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got to find that nice mid pocket.
Yeah.
And then I find the biggest issue is if you don't buy airbrush paint, like some dudes like thin, just like the regular GW stuff. And even with the airbrush paint, I get clogs and,
Yeah.
you know, it can turn into this whole big process where it's like if I just used a rattle can, you know, I could have fucking banged this out and been done. Now I'm here pulling this fucking thing apart and, you know what I mean? They definitely have their applications, and people that know what they're doing do great. I would be more inclined to use it in diorama type shit, you know, where I'm laying down a lot of paint.
Yeah, but see, the other part of that is with most dios, you're using foam, and it just takes so long for that thin. It's just and it's super runny. It's really wet. You know what I mean? Like it's just a very like thin, very wet issue. And it like if you're trying to get stuff down into cracks and stuff, because we were using it and doing like base coating stones and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like we were waiting so much longer just for coats to dry. And then having to apply multiple coats. I mean, you could get into areas a lot easier, but
Right.
unless you're just gonna wreck a brush.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it does have its applications, and I feel like people who get it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just for me, like with the 40K stuff, I'll use it to prime because I can just prime in my basement without getting stoned to the bejesus belt.
Right.
So I can, and it's really not like primer. A lot of the spray primers, it's like if it's too cold, if it's too hot, if it's too humid, you know, you have to almost have like a perfect day for it, if that makes sense. But I can just do it in the basement. I have like a little box spray booth that I built, and you know, but the cleaning process and like kind of taking care of it, and if you have a malfunction, it's just kind of like I'm not into it as I thought I was going to be when I initially bought it.
Yeah.
How's that?
I completely understand. Braun
You know?
says he uses Montana spray paint. What's the difference between that and any other? Like, what's Montana spray paint? I don't understand.
It's got a big fucking cowboy hat.
Does it?
Yeah, likes to ride the range and shit.
Smoking Marlboros.
Smoking them reds.
Yeah.
Not taking any shit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've seen people do amazing work with them, you know, as far as blending and, you know, doing all that stuff. I'm like nowhere near that category. You know,
It's probably just with anything else. It just takes practice and time.
Yeah.
You know, I've asked a lot of people about them, and it's like 50-50 on pros and cons, both ways.
I mean, I think they're a useful tool. I just think it's kind of one of those things. I feel like you need a mentor. You know, you can't YouTube is great and all that bullshit, but I feel like it's one of those things you need somebody to be like, yeah, dude, this is what you're doing wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So JD, that was all a really dark green just a minute ago. And
yeah. So like, I don't know what the camera is very, very, very dark.
Unless he gets real close to it.
Unless I get real close.
Oh, I see.
So, of course, first I used that Castilian green, and then I used the Strachan green, which is a little lighter. You can see the difference. And then I used the Golgafag brown, which is very orangish. And then over top of that, I used Kindle Flame. These two were dry brushes. And now I'm going to use this Nurgling green, which is a brighter green. And that's going to tone some of that back. But yeah, the
camera keeps like
getting brighter and
darker.
darker.
I don't understand why.
I don't know. Might have to troubleshoot this for next time and bring one of the desk lights over here or something.
Maybe.
So were you guys able to get any of the Christmas Star Wars stuff?
Fuck that shit.
I wasn't interested.
Good.
So
that's the correct answer.
Oh, I know. I know the correct answers.
I know you do.
I saw it and I thought to myself, this doesn't even make any sense. Like, why would stormtroopers be elves? Like, it just doesn't. Like, I just don't understand.
So if there's a Christmas in Star Wars universe, right? That means there is a Jesus.
Right.
So that's wild. I think. Like, would Jesus be like down with the Jedi, or would he be like, no? I don't. These are questions that keep me up at night.
I'm sure they do.
Would Jesus
Yeah,
be down?
I think it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, who's like, you know what I want? I want some Christmas Star Wars to put in my ceramic village.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't get interested in them. Like I feel like it's. I don't know. It's a very like Karen thing to
Yeah.
put
Mhm.
out for Christmas. Like every freaking person who lives in a neighborhood that has an HOA loves Baby Yoda. Like it's like a thing.
And it's not the child, it's Baby Yoda.
It's just it's turned into a whole like I have friends who aren't interested in this kind of stuff. Like they're not into nerddom stuff, and I hear them, "Oh, that Baby Yoda is so cute," and I'm like, "Oh my god, go away! Just please, you don't even like this shit. Like, why are you?" Some way to connect with like what, a boyfriend, a husband, somebody who's interested in it. That's not what it is. Like you just, and now they're all gonna do that too. I can see it. Like as soon as the Christmas Star Wars stuff comes out and these people see it, they're all gonna want it, and it's gonna turn into like a whole, I'm gonna put them in the tree, I'm gonna have them in the house, blah, blah, blah. It's gonna be my new elf on the shelf. Like I can
Yeah.
it's just, it makes me sick. I'm like, oh great, that's just great. Yeah.
So
I get it. Like it just seemed like super fucking cringy to me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like what? Like who the fuck asked for this?
Yes, Tyler, cancel my Mandalorian manger set. Yes.
Yep.
Fucking want that shit.
Manger.
That's
still not focused. And it's all
That's-
fucking choppy.
no, it's because you keep moving it. You have to hold it still
Yeah, but
for a couple of
Look at it.
seconds.
It's like it's all fucking choppy.
Looking good.
My question is too, how many people did they pull off other projects that
Well,
people actually want, you know?
That's another thing. Like I've talked to JD about, because it's like I think I said almost exactly the same thing about like the GI Joe stuff, and why are they doing this for the Star Wars stuff? You know, they're doing Christmas Star Wars, but yet they can't make enough GI Joe stuff to have it on any fucking shelves.
Yeah,
Like, I
that's
lost my mind over it. I was like, this is a fucking joke, right? Like I got pissed. I think there's something wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong with you.
something wrong with them.
Yeah, why are we wasting manpower on this type of shit?
That's exactly.
Paying someone's salary to make stupid fucking Christmas toys.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I said.
That literally nobody wants.
Right. Yeah.
And there'll be endless amounts of them.
Well, that's part of the issue is
They'll be in stock forever.
how many of these things are going to be shelf warmers until spring, you know, and are we going to see them again this time next year? There's still going to be that one floating around at Target, you know,
For like $2.
right. Yeah. Like I remember seeing so many like Marvel Legends that just kept popping back up on the shelves like a year later or 2 years later. I'm like, why do they still have this shit back there?
Right.
We still got those damn Gwen pools everywhere. I don't think
Really?
those are ever going to go away.
Wow. That's
They
great.
came with a lizard Build-A-Figure wave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Am I thinking of the right name? I think so. And
Yeah, no, I mean, like who fucking greenlit that shit?
I don't
You
know.
know?
Kathleen Kennedy.
I feel like it could have been done a lot better if they wanted to really, you know, do Star Wars Christmas stuff. Instead, they take molds that they already have, change up some paint apps, and just slap it on them. They're dumb. Oh,
These fucking morons will buy anything.
yep. That's exactly what it is. Oh well. I mean, Tyler makes it said something about Mandalorian manger set. They literally could have done that.
Mhm.
Easily.
They could have.
Easily.
It would have sold millions.
That would have sold like fucking hotcakes.
Fucking right. It would have. They could have done all kinds of stupid shit. They could have done it as a set, like a whole fucking like manger setup in a box for like $80, $100. It would have went hotcakes, man. Could have done it.
So totally on a different note, I'm pretty sure this guy's a Gamorrean.
Really?
With no tusks?
Yeah.
That's what I thought when you first put him up there.
Pretty sure he's Gamorrean.
Tyler, you could totally get on it. I'm sure that there are a billion people who would want a freaking whole Mandalorian manger set up. Like, you could totally just fucking do it, man. Christmas special. You could run it over the next month. See how many of them you get pre-orders for. Guarantee you'll have too many.
More than you want.
Uh-huh. Just because I'm not interested in it doesn't mean other people wouldn't be.
No, I definitely feel like he could make a fucking killing. You just have like a tauntaun and the little fucking lizard thing, and you could do like the three wise men. Only it could be Cara Dune, Carl Weathers, and fucking the little guy that gets blasted, Queel.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Queel.
It could totally work. And you could have what's the robot?
IG-88.
Yeah, IG-88.
IG-11.
IG-11. Whatever. You could have him as the fucking Mother Mary. Sure.
Yep.
Whatever. It could be totally crazy. Oh, he says, nah, I have standards.
Do you?
Oh, that's funny. Well, we're glad you have standards, Tyler. That's good.
I mean, that shit would sell, man. Like, it would fucking sell. Like, you just have to bring it to the fucking soccer practice.
Yeah.
I want to set up my Lego town stuff for Christmas. That's more my speed.
The Christmas stuff, or like
yeah.
I have a ton of that stuff. I have a lot of sets I haven't built.
Did you do any work on your Harry Potter stuff yet, Brian?
No, I was gonna start tonight, but instead I have to do my fucking end of year performance review.
You have to tell them what a baller you are.
No.
Yes.
Well, why don't you write it?
I will.
God, if only I could put in my realm accomplishments, would I be able to fucking write a novel?
Maybe you should write a novel. We already talked about this, though.
We did.
What, earlier tonight?
No, like a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
Brian, you really should write a novel. It would be awesome.
Oh yeah, the names.
I'm telling you, I'd read it. I'd buy it.
I'd buy it too. I'd want a signed copy.
Fuck
Buy
yeah.
that for $1.
I knew him when.
Yeah. Before he got famous.
Yeah, I got a bloated head and shit.
Okay.
When he actually cared about us plebs.
Hey, he looks really cool. What'd you do to his mouth and his nose?
So I used Bogman's glow and just kind of went around his
teeth or something?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's fine.
Jesus Christ.
It's, of course, the camera's gonna like blow it way out, but
Oh, I dig it. See,
Oh,
I'm not
cool.
getting a Gamorrean Gamorrean vibe. Like he's not like porcine enough.
I think from his eyes up, definitely looks like it. I think, like his cheekbones,
Yeah.
his nose, and his from the nose up.
I think he is, man. I think he's Gamorrean.
He looks really cool. Frank says Clatoonian.
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 But the thing is
Why can't I
there's
say
like
that right now? Clatoonian. I said it.
Yes.
Clatoonian. And then the Nicto species. There's like two. There. Hold on, I have them here.
Whoa! Don't hurt yourself.
I'm not too.
Oh, damn it!
There's two different kinds.
Yeah, like these are classified as Nicto.
Those
Oh,
look good too.
those are sweet.
Wow. So maybe there's just like different Gamorreans, I guess.
I can't bend my wrist a certain way. Nope, wrong way. Anyway, you get the idea.
I love them. They're so cool.
Maybe you
guys just need like a new spotlight for this spot. If this camera's gonna want more light or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Like I said, the camera looks a lot like the one that I use.
Mhm.
And so maybe everybody's like, oh, I'm sitting here in the dark. Maybe it's just my camera.
It could be, because it's weird unless he gets real close. It's way darker than it is in this room. We have a fluorescent light above the desk.
Yeah, like it's bright as fuck in here.
Mhm.
I don't know why
So
it's so
I'm gonna
bright.
put this here,
Mhm.
and anytime I do that, I'll have you hold it so that I can
Okay.
do that.
Greg said, so I painted my very first head the other night. JD, all the techniques you share were extremely helpful. I think this skull came out pretty good. Definitely glad I discovered this channel. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Absolutely,
That's
dude.
great.
Wow.
Heck yeah.
That makes the whole thing worth it, right there.
Yep.
I will have to dig through some posts or no, I'm going to use that search bar and I'm going to find your post.
Use the search
if
bar.
I hadn't already.
So what are you doing now?
I'm going to paint his gnarly little teeth here. And
Greg, if you're on Facebook, you can find me, Brian Brink. You can send me that picture and I'll pop it up here.
Oh, yeah.
If you're done.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah.
Brian will make quick work of that.
Painting his teeny little teeth with
Pallid witch flesh.
Scary.
It is scary.
You know, it's funny. I'm looking at my mid-year accomplishments that I wrote.
Yes.
And, you know, that was just in June, right? So it's been 4 months. But I have been working on the same project for 4 months.
Oh, goodness.
So it's like all of this stuff that I wrote for June was all this stuff prepping to execute the project. And now it's like, I just have to like go in there and be like, all right, well, now this is done, and this is done, and this is done, and this is done. Ah, such a waste of time.
Well, you got paid for it, right?
I guess. Yeah.
Sort of.
Well, no, what I mean is a waste of time. Just feel like going in here and writing this shit up again.
Well, it's like, what do they expect you to say? Like, honestly, like you want me to write my own review?
Yeah.
Well, that's how it
outta
typically.
here.
That's how it typically works. Man.
Yeah, I know. I hate it.
That's fucking garbage.
That's why I stopped working in offices and doing any kind of like behind a desk work. Because I don't want to have to fucking talk about how I feel about what I do. I don't want to. Like, it's just, come on now.
Here's my work. You know, like
Mhm.
Yep.
here you go.
Is it good enough or is it not good enough?
Yeah, I mean, it's like being in school and having to give yourself a grade. It just is senseless to me.
Write your own report card.
Yeah. So that's why I started painting houses, doing
Yeah.
like physical labor stuff, because I didn't want to have to do that shit anymore. Which is funny because like the guy Wayne, my very good friend, I worked for him for years, and he used to work in an office too, and made
It's
the
like,
choice.
fuck it.
Yep, made that choice not to do it anymore. So
How are the ones back there that I did?
But I don't think Brian likes ladders.
ladders aren't fun. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
about
fuck. I won't. Sally won't let me go on a fucking ladder.
Oh, there is one
over there.
over there.
Do you want me to go get it?
Please.
Okay.
I just want to see what
That's-
I did with his
I'm gonna
eyes.
tell you this right now. That's the one thing I fucking hated about doing it. Like doing painting houses was getting up and down off the fucking ladders, man. And when
They're dangerous.
when I first started, I was scared to like get up on top of a freaking 6-foot step ladder.
Never mind,
and-
I got it.
Then by the time I finished, I was still kind of shakily going up and down like 24-foot step ladders, like
Yeah.
32-foot step ladders, shit like that.
Yeah,
It's still,
that's fuck that shit. Man.
I'd have to go like up. I'd have to go up once and then come back down. And by the third time I was like going back up the ladder, I was usually all right, like relatively, but it still would shake me. I hated it.
Oh yeah,
All right,
you get a fat.
I got Greg's head here.
Oh,
Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
nice.
I saw that post.
Wow. Do that crackling effect all over his
Yeah,
skull. That is wild.
yeah.
Is it
First
just
time
a print?
I don't believe that's the first time.
Yeah, I don't.
Is that just the mold itself has that on it?
The muscle strength, the jaw. That's fucking
That looks
amazing.
really good.
That looks great.
Way to go, dude. That's
Yeah.
great.
It's really
That is
cool.
nice.
Sick.
Heck yeah.
Are you fibbing to us about that being your first time?
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
I've heard that. I've heard those lies before.
Yeah.
But that is excellent work, sir.
Yeah, very good job.
Is Vinny in the chat?
I think I
He
saw
was.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's in there.
Well, I mailed out his package today. It was like the first opportunity I had to get to the fucking post office. So that's in the mail, Vin. It's in the mail.
Yeah, at work, Chan, sometimes we have to bust out that 30-foot extension ladder, and you get a fat boy like me on there halfway up it, and that thing's like bubble, 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 back and forth. It's like not fun.
Yeah, I don't fuck with ladders anymore.
Well, you're not really supposed to work off an extension ladder anyway. You're supposed to be egress only.
Right.
It's
I
still
fell
not
off
fun climbing them.
I fell off an orchard ladder. You know, that's
Yeah, I
like the 3-footer. That's how I fucked up my back.
Chan just stepped away for a minute. She's back.
Yeah, I just have to put my headphones back in.
Mike was saying about going up a extension ladder.
Oh, it's fun.
At Wild
Oh
West.
yeah, those 30-footers. Yeah, no thanks. You
They
get halfway.
bounce.
Yeah, you have
Oh.
like, well, especially get a almost 300-pound fat boy like me on that thing in the middle, and it's feels like it's gonna snap right in half.
No, they bounce. It's a really bizarre feeling, like that freaking like I don't know. It's just
Like it's like a weird momentum feeling.
yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of have to. It's like a wave. You kind of have to move along with it.
Oh yeah, yep.
It's not
Been on lots of ladders.
Greg says he promises this is the first one. So JD's a good sensei.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, all you gotta do is pay attention for 3 hours a week, every other week.
3 hours.
Good to go.
I mean, considering the fact that it only takes him 3 hours, I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Oh yeah.
Some of these would probably take me days. So
I usually work for about a half hour at a time, and I'm like, okay, I'm done, and I'll just come back to it later.
Mm-hmm. Vinny
All
said
right.
he just bought a 22 or 24-foot extension ladder.
Jesus.
Mm.
It's fun, buddy. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
Like you get to that size, and even just fucking manhandling them around sucks.
Yeah. They're
does
fucking
suck.
heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, and that it the worst thing is getting up on an extension ladder with like a pressure washer. That's
yeah, something that's gonna blow you.
I
around.
hated that shit too. And at that point I was probably like $1.25 soaking wet, climbing up a fucking any ladder at all with a fucking pressure washer. Wayne had to
Yep.
hold on to my ankles, so like don't let me blow out this fucking thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad enough when you have two hands on the ladder, but when you're packing something like that,
Yeah.
it's fucking nightmare material.
Well, sometimes we'd have to pressure wash like
You'd have to prep before you actually paint it.
well that and in some instances we were pressure washing like condos that had decks on the back sides.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have to deal with certain things when you're, helping out housing authorities and housing communities and other such things. Not that it isn't a bad contract to have as a business owner. It's just not always the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
This.
What is this?
This is Underhive Ash.
Hmm.
It's kind of a greenish tan color.
Very light
A
color.
dry brush, yeah. There's a lot of dry brushing going on here. I'm just gonna run this across the tips of his nubs.
Are they horns or are they just like fleshy skull bits or something? I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. Vinny, have fun cleaning your gutters. I gotta get a big ladder out back and try to climb up there and figure out what's going on with the gutter above the basement Belco door.
It bows.
Yeah.
We need to get
Leaf blower.
No, there's gutter guard all over everything. It's just the gutter sinks in this specific spot. And I've had somebody try to pin it up and it just didn't work. Or he just sucked.
Yeah, we did our gutters, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. Sal wouldn't let me on the fucking ladder. She's like, nope, last time you were on a ladder, you were fucking crippled. You're a cripple now. So, nope.
Yeah, well.
I'm just like, I'm still a man.
No, ladder doesn't have anything to do with that, you silly.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. I'm not a man.
Right.
I ran up and down ladders.
Yes. All I'm saying is I could still, because she was nervous.
It's scary.
I'm like, I don't give a shit. I know what it feels like to fall off one, like whatever. I just said if I do fall this time, just drop something on my head. Finish the fucking job, man.
That is Reeksland Flesh Wash.
Oh, the blood stuff.
Yeah, Reekland Flesh Shade. Just to kind of.
Is it glossy?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
I didn't.
Not yet.
I didn't remember.
I guess I could have used the gloss one.
I don't like a lot of those gloss shades, to be honest with you.
No.
No, I feel like I guess they do have their application, but like I feel like when I'm doing a wash, I don't want that shit shiny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm doing it around his nose and stuff like that. Stuff that would be kind of goopy.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Are you cleaning his eyeballs off after you put that on?
So I just scooped it in here and I'm just using this brush and just cleaning it out a little bit. Just wiping the wash away from the eye.
The white of his eye?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. We do want a little of this to put in his ears, his ear holes.
I will say, Matt, that I do not mind being on a 6-foot step ladder anymore. Even now, with my legs all fucked up, I'll stand at the top of one and.
You'll top step it.
Well, I don't stand on the very top step, but I prefer to have one that has like the paint bucket shelf.
Yep.
And I'll put 1 foot on the top, like the second of the top step, and then I'll put another foot on that shelf just to give myself some balance. And I'll stand there and I'll coat tops of walls. I'll cut in ceiling lines, do whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't mind it anymore.
Yeah, I mean you start to get like immune to like the piddly stuff where you start out, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Now you're just like, yeah, whatevs.
I just can't do it for long now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it.
Here.
And the kids just look at me like, how are you standing up there? And Marissa tried to help me cut in walls in the pantry. And she was like, I can't stand up here. She's like, I'm scared. I don't know how you do it.
And you're like, yeah, kid, really?
Yeah. I'm like, well, it's years later.
Stay in school.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Get a cushy office job where you got to do a review about yourself every 6 months.
Oh.
I'm just fucking around.
Brian's gonna get upset.
I know. He's gonna.
Dude, I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm not gonna get upset. I know what it is.
No, you're gonna get upset with us.
I am.
And just be like, fuck you guys. You guys run your fucking second-rate show without me.
I would never say that.
Oh, Brian
Brink
is fucking around.
Brink out. The screen just goes dark.
Yep. He tells us to go fuck ourselves. Fuck you guys.
You guys don't know me at all.
I'm kidding.
Brian was in a good mood just a few minutes ago.
I know. We just ruined it.
Yep.
Matt.
That's what I do. I ruin dreams. That's what my ex-wife said.
Aw. That's fucking mean. Wow.
Whatever.
Well, hence
why she's an ex-wife.
Yep. Whatever. There's no whatever. You know, that was like I always dreamed of having a child. I was like, yeah, well, I told you from day one, I never wanted a child, so go fuck yourself.
Oh, one of those situations.
That, and she figured out she liked playing for the other team.
Yeah, that happens too.
It does. That appears to be my penis's magic power.
Wow.
I thought that too, because you and I we have like our stories are so similar, Matt.
We could almost be like long lost brothers.
It could be. Could be. You do kind of like behave similarly about things sometimes.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
throw temper tantrums and whatnots.
Oh god.
Yeah.
The girls get pissed at me because, like, you know, they say I get all upset about shit, and that's like, yeah, I get upset for like 30 seconds, and I you know,
Then it's over.
string together like 9 different ways to say fuck,
Mhm.
and then I'm over it. Like, it's like, all right, let's
Move
let's
on.
go have a donut or whatever, you know, like,
You'd
you're
make a
like,
good
what?
you'd make a good carpenter, Matt, because that's how we are. We're just totally just screaming at each other, and then 3 minutes later, after it's all done, it's like, oh, it's on lunchtime yet? You know, it's all back to normal.
Well, the
I
nice.
would go
ahead.
ahead, Chen.
I was just gonna say that's the nice part about, you know, the situation between JD and I is the fact that I'm very similar to that too. So the only thing that makes it hard is that once in a while, you know, one of us will be frustrated, and then the other person will kind of be like, "Why are you frustrated?" You know, like,
Yeah.
Bad timing.
it doesn't always work perfectly that way, but you know, in the end,
Yeah,
it's kind of like, "Oh, we're fine. Everything's great."
yeah. I mean, you know, a relationship is fucking work. I don't care how good
Oh,
it
yeah.
is, or like you could meet your like ideal mate, and there's still like a level of work involved.
Absolutely. No.
Sometimes overtime.
Sometimes some overtime. Yep.
Sometimes, yeah.
This motherfucker.
What happened?
Yeah, JD, tell him.
His fucking eyeball keeps sucking this. Keeps sucking the glaze down into the corner of his eye,
Hmm.
and I fucking just dried it.
Does it help? Did you put the silver stuff on it? Does that help?
No.
No. I don't know. I'm probably asking stupid questions.
No.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes that glaze is so light that if there's like a round, like if you're painting a not like super flat surface, it'll just like gravity will just like suck it.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Let's see.
That's what I'm having an issue with.
It's a very delicate process.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
These fucking things. Like, I hate how they label these models. It fucking sucks.
What do you mean?
Like on the sprue. So they don't, it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, it's like they jump around on the sprue.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like looking for a specific piece, and it's like, where the fuck is it? I'm ready to give up all my hobbies.
Oh,
Go ahead, Jan.
don't do that. You'll hate yourself.
I won't. Not any more than I do already. I have a little pity party over here.
That's okay. You're allowed to if you need
No, I'm not. Nope. I don't want Mike to think less of me.
That's impossible.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
No.
So what were you gonna say, Chan? Before I rudely cut you off.
I don't even remember, man. It's fine.
All right.
I do that a lot. My brain is like a sieve. Like things just fall out. I don't know what's going on most of the time.
It's because you guys don't sleep.
No, it's because
I
I take nerve medication that fucks with my mental state.
Is it gabapentin?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that shit is fucking hot doo-doo butter.
Uh-huh. And I've been on that shit for 4.5 years.
I
Yeah.
didn't find it did anything. Like honestly,
It
And I-
just thrashes the fuck out of my head, man.
yep.
It really does.
No, I feel that. It like I have a bunch of nerve damage in my back, and I'm like, you know what? The fucking pain is better than all these fucking wacky side effects.
Dude, I tried. I can't.
Yeah.
It, like, because the neuropathy is so bad. If I'm off of it for over 24 hours, everything just starts jumping. Nothing will relax enough that I can even sleep. Like it's just like,
Oh, jeez.
fucking sucks, man. Like, well, might as well just completely. I'm just gonna be fucked. So I take like the minimum amount I can take.
Yep.
And it's still like if it doesn't put me to sleep, I take it at like 12:30 at night. I don't take it during the day at all. That way I can function. But I take such a minimum milligram dosage that everybody's like, oh, it isn't even doing anything. I'm like, that shit is doing something, because an hour and a half later, if I don't pass out, I am fucked. I'm like, what's going on? Da, 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 da. I turn into like this giggle box moron. I'm like, everything's so funny. Everything's great.
Yeah.
But then I can't remember anything either. Like, well, and when him and I first started hanging out, I tried to explain that to him. I don't think he believed me at first. And now it's 2.5 years later, 3 years later, whatever, we've been hanging out together and we'll watch a movie.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, sure.
You guys just hanging out together? We're just hanging out together.
Yeah.
Just hanging out together. Okay.
It's not a stressful thing. It's cool.
No, it's not. We're just hanging out together. We're not in a committed relationship. Just
It's fine.
hanging out together.
Right. Yeah.
It's beautiful. No, I mean the shit that like it didn't touch my pain. It made me fucking like even more retarded than I already am.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I said the R word. Sorry, fellas and ladies. I couldn't fucking deal with it.
It's pretty crazy. I don't blame you.
And they were putting me on like more and more. Like I'm like, it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. And they're like, all right, we'll just double your dose. I'm like,
and
what?
take it 4 times a day instead of twice. And
that's right. The thing is, like, she's supposed to be taking like 3 times the amount she actually takes now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's she's like, no, I can't function.
There's no way
in hell I can take that much.
Back when I was taking like the amount they wanted to prescribe me to begin with, I would just lay on the couch and drool on myself. I'm not even kidding. Like I'd watch movies. I don't even remember what was going on. I was like, I can't do this. I did it for about a week and then I was like, nope, I can't. I don't even know if I'm breathing. This is not good. Anyway.
Right.
Greg T wants to know what tips you have for using a glaze. He says he's never used a glaze before. What tips do you have for it?
What are you using it for? I guess I guess it would depend.
What do you recommend using a glaze for? How about that?
So I don't know if Matt would agree with me, but like a lot of times glazes are more for making something look like a crystal or gem like
reflective surface.
They do have like the names of them are like something gemstone or something of that nature.
What are you using?
So I use it I always do the little silver dot in the eye, like the iris. I do it in silver, and then I'll use the glaze over that. You can also use it over top of white to get kind of the same effect, except that the silver will make it a little more reflective. But yeah.
I mean, I agree. Like a glaze is going to make like the color pop a lot more.
Yeah.
I find they're it's kind of a very situational type thing for me personally. I don't do a lot of it personally. But you can use it to good effect, and it really depends what you're using it for. You know what I mean? Like what's your end goal?
Yeah.
So you use it for reflective surface in the eye, right?
Yeah,
On
that's
top.
what I use it for. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I used it. I did a Jabba's Palace. The first diorama that I built was a Jabba's Palace. So I did like the throne room and the trophy room. The Han and Carbonite that I originally bought was just a hollow cast. And of course I had to paint it, so I painted it, but I used that trick on the lights and the screens that are on the sides of the carbonite block. So it kind of gives that kind of look to it as well. Like it's a kind of emitting light. Which was, it's fun. I think.
Yeah, it's all about the like what's your end goal for it,
Yeah.
So what else did you just do in the nose area?
So I just like darkened the wash a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm gonna take this
Castilian green.
Yeah, the Castilian green again. I'm gonna take that and kind of knock back some of this the wash around his mouth, but very, very slight. And I'm not gonna go too crazy with it.
So that the fleshy part doesn't look quite as extended.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just gonna knock it back a little bit. I had to trim my brush here. I had to trim the edge of it.
Getting a little wispy.
Yeah, well, it was getting it was curling.
Yep.
Yeah. So I cut the very, 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 very tip off.
Now, do you use the brush soap?
Brush soap? No.
Yeah, you can get it's a brush soap. So it's like in a little cube, and you can it's actually works really well, and it'll help prevent some of that curling. When you're done with your brush, you just kind of clean it off and scrub it out, and it definitely keeps the points.
Where do you get it?
Michael's has it. They'll have it'll be with their painting stuff. It'll be either in a little cube or in a little tin. And if you're using high-end brushes, some of my brushes are $17 a piece.
Woo.
Wow. So it's I don't want to just be hey, fuck you, I'm not going to wash you, and
Yeah, you end up with shit that looks like that.
Yeah, it gets all curled, it frays.
That's what all my brushes look like.
Yeah, that's also a problem if you get the paint way into the ferrule, which is the metal collar around your brush. If you dip that if you load your brush up so much that it's pulling paint in there and past there, it'll fuck it all up.
E says the soap comes in a can like the bread. Wow.
Yeah, that's right, E, you fucking hater.
And then Dave said baller brushes.
Yep. Living that fucking Jay-Z life with my fucking models over here. My dick turning chicks gay. Just Jay-Z shit.
Oh, mister. Good grief.
Yeah, I'm not okay.
I highly doubt it had anything to do with your dick, man. Some chicks just are and don't know.
Yeah, no, it's whatever. I just make that joke because it was like a streak of them. It was
Yeah.
like, you know, it was like I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm like attracted to lesbians. Like maybe it's not you, maybe it's me type
Oh.
situation.
That's funny.
You
Well,
know, like I just had that type.
You're doing good in your situation now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. My situation is like as good as it's ever been. So like I'm not crying. And I warned her, I'm like, just so you know,
I might turn you gay.
my penis has been known to cause you to play for the. She's like, I highly doubt that. I'm like, okay, I guess we're gonna have to put that to the test.
Well, at least you know that she's not, you know, she's not looking for another lady.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, I think I pay for like $7 for like maybe 10 brushes, Matt.
yeah,
yeah, no, I mean,
I
some,
buy super cheap shit.
yeah, no, and I mean, there is something to be said for that. You know, I like some of the real fine detail brushes that I have. You know, it's like a fucking pubic hair on a stick. You know,
Well, the
and
reason is I'm so rough on them that because I've bought those nice brushes before and I seem to go through them just as fast as the cheap
Right.
ones. So there's no sense in.
So wait, what's that stuff? What is that stuff?
that Nurgle's rot.
Oh, okay. That's the yellow gross stuff.
Yeah.
Just the name of that paint's cool.
EE said he had to toss a brand new brush after one use when he was staining the floor for his current diorama project.
Oh yeah, Hellfire Club.
I mean, if you're using real wood stain, there's nothing
you use
abnormal about that.
Use a fuck
trash brush.
Yeah,
Uh,
buy a nice small cheap
it's,
chip brush.
It's stain.
Yep.
It's oil based anyway. It's not. You can't.
Even if you use mineral spirits or something to clean it, it'd still be trash, I think.
Well, the bristles aren't gonna hold. They won't hold up to that.
Mm-mm.
Usually,
I mean,
if you're actually staining for real, you're using like a China brush, China bristle brush.
Yeah.
And even those, you have to be really careful how you clean up afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, there is a level of care to like if you just get cheap brushes and you don't give a shit, like that's fine. And to be fair, if you're a decent painter and you buy like a high-end brush, it's not going to make you an excellent painter. So like don't believe the hype there. But there is something to be said, like when I spend $16 for a brush, I have it like heavy use for a good couple of years.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, and there is something to be said about a brush that's a little higher quality than like dollar store bullshit. Like, you're not going to be great at painting anything using like little kid watercolor brushes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You want something of a decent quality, but you don't have to spend $1 bazillion either at first.
I just wait till Walmart has them like go on sale for like a 6-pack or something, and it'll be like $7 or $8, because that's not too bad. But they'll last me for a while.
I mean, that's generally what I do is I just buy like the, Michaels will have them on the end cap of the painting aisle or whatever, and it's like $10, and you get like 10 or 15 brushes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll go for that like 20% off sale, depending on where we're at too. Because like craft stores will sometimes have like their 20% off brushes, blah blah blah, going
coupons.
on.
Coupons.
The coupons.
I fucking hate coupons.
I don't clip them. I think they're dumb.
I fucking hate them. And that's my job when I go with Sal to the fucking, I do like 99% of the shopping, but there are certain places she'll like want to go. And like,
Yeah.
I have the task of holding on to the coupons. And like 9 times out of 10, I lose them. I put them in my pocket and they're fucking gone. They're like, okay, where's the coupon for this? I'm like, I don't, duh. You never gave me one.
So you're
And then
not in charge of clipping the coupons, just holding them.
Yeah, while we're at the store, and I don't really go to any store that's like coupon heavy. Like most of the stores now, it's like you get the little card so they can keep track of all the shit you're buying.
Yeah.
They'll give you the little shopper's card or whatever, and it just does the thing. We don't get a newspaper, so where the fuck do you even clip coupons?
You can print them.
Like on your computer?
Yeah, I don't, but I know you can.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I have like the shopper's cards for a few different places. And I even hate that because I can't ever find them. I'm like, where? I don't know where the fuck the card's at. I don't know.
Yeah, and they're like, can I have your phone number?
Yeah, yep.
What you trying to do? Pick up my woman?
Greg says that his wife is cracking up about the way you say coupon.
Coupon.
Please say it a bit more just for her.
Coupon.
You like the coupons?
The
Do you like it when do you like it when I say coupons slowly? You probably just threw up in her mouth. Why don't you have that fucking fat bearded guy come over and just talk to me? It's like starting a diet. He's so repellent.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on now.
That's messed up.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't love myself.
Jeez, buddy. That's rough.
I think it's worth getting out of the store 5 minutes earlier without fucking around with coupons.
Same.
Yeah, no, and you see that old fucking lady that's just waiting for the fucking grim reaper of death in front of you, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yep. And getting the checkbook out, too.
Yeah.
Fucking checks. My fucking stepmom still writes checks. I'm like, you need to fucking throw those away, get a goddamn ATM card. And, well, how do those work? She still has gas cards and all that shit. And I'm like, fuck. She's like, you know what? I'm too fucking old to give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, like let him.
Greg says his wife said she just turned gay.
Oh, I'm not surprised. That's what I do. That's nice. You watch our show with your wife. Like, I want to introduce you to this great group of people. And fucking here I am talking my bullshit.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't your junk this time, at least.
No. I'm not 100% convinced it's just my junk. I think it's my fucking ugly face and sour attitude.
That's
You're
something.
Yeah, I'm
so silly.
I think
You guys ever have a bad habit of trying to get into some small spot that no one's ever going to see, and then you end up getting paint all over the fucking place?
Oh, all the
repaint again. It's like, why
all the time.
That's what
all the time.
That's what I thought was going to happen up in those brows.
Oh, it's like no one's ever going to see that.
I have some models in my collection where it's like I know, like I didn't, like
wow, that looks good.
Fucking, that looks amazing.
Those eyes are glowing. Fuck. I just need to send you all my shit so you can do the eyes for me.
Feed me.
That looks good.
Really good.
Looks like his name would be Maurice.
Maurice?
Yeah.
Well, the camera's definitely picking it up nicely for
Yeah.
that close-up. It looks bright, too.
He got shit in his ears.
Yeah, I can see the gloss. the gloss on his eyes too. That's really nice.
That looks really good.
Yep. He eats circumcised foreskin.
Ew, that's disgusting.
You
He
mean the
doesn't have-
leavings?
Is that what it's called? The leavings?
Well,
Doesn't-
I would just think it would be foreskin.
Sorry.
God.
That's fucking
Wow.
funny and gross at the same time.
Wow. Okay. Does he not have any top teeth? It's all bottom teeth.
Yeah, I don't know. They're
Hmm.
underneath there. Maybe there's like a. I don't know if I get this any closer, if it's gonna stay focused. But there's like a little flap.
Weird.
Yeah, and like this was one I did previously, and he's the same way. He has just like
That's a different sculpt though.
yeah,
a different
this is
company.
This is I don't know. I mean it's. But you can see he just has bottom teeth, and then there's like that fold.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if they don't have top teeth because they just pack the foreskins in there like fucking
Maybe.
dip.
Uh-huh.
There's like different flavors, like cherry foreskin and fucking sour apple,
Wow.
hickory smoke.
Winter.
Green.
Yeah, winter greens.
Kim's gonna go. So, what'd you guys talk about on your podcast?
Foreskins and
Just
Dipping,
you know,
dipping foreskin.
penises turning people gay and coupons.
Coupons, you know, the usual.
Wow, very cool.
So you guys doing anything for Halloween, or are you just
I mean, we have to carve pumpkins, so I'll probably be getting them tomorrow.
yeah?
Because I like leaving them out as long as possible, so I don't buy them early in October. I buy them just before Halloween and then carve them and then do the thing. I haven't had an oven all month too. Usually I roast the pumpkin seeds, but
Is that still a thing with you guys?
fucking right.
Yep. Yeah.
Not going to deliver that shit until the 4th, supposedly. So, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
waiting-
So it was
waiting on that.
What the fuck?
Home Depot didn't have the actual ovens to fucking sell.
No, they were getting them from Frigidaire directly. So Frigidaire calls me and says, "Hey, we're sorry, but your ovens are now on back order because the parts for it are on back order from the manufacturers that make them."
What?
Yeah.
There's
So-
some weird shit going on with appliances because our refrigerator just got. They said there was some kind of tornado wiped out the KitchenAid plant or something. So now our refrigerator's not coming till January.
Oh Jesus!
That's
Do
like-
not say that shit right now, man.
I'm like,
Oh.
dude. I said we paid you the money for this goddamn thing, thinking that you were actually okay. Here's your refrigerator. Pluck it off the shelf. It's for us. And nope, not the case.
What the
I
fuck?
fucking hate that. Yeah.
Well, they said something about the parts were coming from overseas, and because of COVID, everything was slowed down.
Yeah, they always say that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where you just feel like you don't have okay, I have no control over this, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, we went looking for other ones, and they're nowhere.
No,
Nobody's got anything.
no,
What the fuck?
nope.
So how come we can still keep getting shitty Transformers then? Like, I think that's a mismanagement of fucking, like, who cares about fucking Bebop Boobily Boop? You know, I need a fucking microwave over here, man.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it could have something to do with like who's willing to pay the extra money, you know.
So people are willing to pay the extra money for bebop boobly boop. Is that what you're saying?
There's a possibility.
Sounds
I mean,
that way.
Now you said ovens. Are you guys getting 2 ovens, or was that just a?
so the kitchen is set up with like a countertop range and then double wall ovens.
Nice.
So
Okay.
in order to get one oven to function, we have to have them both. So had to order brand new double wall ovens.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's
So what are you you should have it before Thanksgiving, right?
I'm hoping to, but I talked to one of my girlfriends and she was like, look, she's like, if it really comes down to it and they call you again and say shit's on, like still on back order and they don't know when they're getting it, she's like, just fucking go, like get on Facebook Marketplace, buy $100 oven, put it out in your garage and just fucking use it until they come. She's like, then just sell it for $100 whenever they get here.
I was gonna say just get a fucking one of those turkey fryers.
Yeah, that's not the worst idea either. It's either that or I'm gonna go buy one of those, like, what are they, like the electric roaster things? I've never used one, but
the Ron Popeil shits.
I don't.
Set it and forget it.
No, not one of those. No, not one of those.
That's not Chan's style at all.
No, I know it isn't.
No,
I mean, she shits on me for my Instapot addiction.
I don't. I can't. I don't know. The only, like, I'm really considering. So when we went up to visit Paul Rossi and his family last year, they had like the Ninja that does everything. Like it's like an Instapot, like whole deal, all in one thing. And I'm considering that because it's like it's not another fucking appliance. And see, here's where you're gonna hear me go off because I'm sick and fucking tired of there being 100,000 different fucking appliances to do so many different. Why do you need, like, you need a whole fucking like pantry just to hold all these fucking stupid appliances? It drives me insane. I
totally agree with you. I mean, but just the use that I get out of that fucking I use that probably 3 times in a week. You know what I mean? Like I use it all, and I get what Vinny's saying. It like seems like that gimmicky kind of like the fucking set it and forget it bullshit.
Well, Vinny and I talked about this while he was here. He, getting his tattoo, and we discussed this whole thing because the Instapot is just a pressure cooker. You know, it's just the Instapot name. That's the brand of the pressure cooker.
Mm-hmm.
And he said something along the lines of he thinks that's why he wasn't into it is because of the name Instapot.
Yeah. It sounds gimmicky as fuck.
It totally fucking does.
It's like one of those like late night, you can't fucking sleep and it's like 4 a.m. and you just, and then it's like that 2-hour infomercial, like, hey, the Instapot. Rrr. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Can be yours for only.
He says he's okay with it now. He just commented that he's okay with it now.
I just find it super versatile, like more versatile than the air fryer. Dust is probably going to kick me off the fucking One Too Many podcast for saying that. But I just find it so versatile with the, I can make beef bolognese one night and I can make clam chowder the next, using the same thing.
Yeah, but you're not using it to make fucking spaghetti and shit, which some people are, from my understanding.
Right.
And not everybody. I think there's been some experimentation done, with the Instapot, with a few people that, that tend to be involved with our shows and stuff like that. And it's like a no. Like, don't try that because that's not what you're supposed to do. But But here's EE. Make it a good toaster, air fryer, microwave, rice cooker, mixer, foreman, blender, plus the oven, the barbecue grill, and the smoker. Not to mention, don't forget your griddle, because everybody's got to have a fucking electric griddle, and all this other shit. And I can't keep up with all of it. I can't.
Well, I mean, for me, it comes down to how often am I going to use this thing?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I would love to have a smoker. I would fucking love to.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
But the problem is, how often am I going to use it? And do I really need to be eating fucking 35 pounds of fucking smoked meat in a week? You know what I mean? Like,
as nice as it sounds, you probably shouldn't.
Right.
Like that's probably not the healthiest thing you could do.
Right.
I agree with you. I was this close to signing up for the butcher box thing where you get like meat delivered or whatever once a month or once every couple weeks or whatnot, because you want that option.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've looked at that too. It's like, because there was a while there where we like fucking meat was like
so expensive.
You couldn't find it either.
Right, that too.
And we don't eat like a ton of red meat. Like we'll eat like ground meat, but like we don't do a lot of steaks and that sort of shit. We do a lot of fucking garbage ass chicken.
He says, Matt, smoke a chicken.
Yeah, I bet. I've seen some of your. And like you have me on the cusp, sir. Like it's like, but where do I put this fucking thing?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, where the hell do you put everything?
Yeah, and I mean,
running out of cupboard space with what I have right now, and I do have a crock pot because that's kind of like a given in a kitchen at this point.
Yeah. But I mean, with the Instapot, you could lose your crock pot.
Right.
Like, so you could, if you got it, it would, and I don't make anything from Insta, they don't pay me. So don't think I'm a fucking shill.
You're serious? You don't get
I don't get any sort of reimbursement. No.
Or anything?
I wish I did. Because they had a Chewbacca Instapot that I wanted to buy.
Yeah.
But Sally said no. She's like, nope, you already got one. You're not getting another.
I was pretty close when I saw the Chewbacca one. I was like,
this could be a thing.
This could be a fun little kitchen thing. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean out the kitchen, see what appliances I'm not using, see what kind of cupboard space I can open up, and then go from there. Figure out if I really want one. Didn't Dust order one?
Dust did.
I'm curious, I'm curious because I did go in on the air fryer thing, and thank God I did, or I wouldn't be fucking cooking half the shit I've been cooking without an oven,
Yeah, no. I'm not. I don't mind the air fryer. Like we got a small one, and it's fine. I'm not in love with it as I am with the Instapot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just stumbled upon some really good recipes. I stumbled upon a dude on YouTube that like really does some good shit Instapot wise. And like everything is kind of a home run in it. You know what I mean? And it's relatively quick.
I'll have to give it maybe I'll ask.
If you get one, Chan, I will send you a cookbook.
Okay.
That's money.
I might ask Santa for one this year.
Okay.
Get the Dear Santa.
I've been a very good girl. Did you see me in my green paint? Would you like to? Yeah. I mean, whatever. Like I do. Like the name is kind of like it's like the Instapot. It's like kind of got that that vibe to it. So
shopping network.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do the same thing. And like Marissa loves like I think are they Tyson? Like organic chicken strips or some shit. They're her favorite. They're hard to find sometimes. And I'll throw those in the air fryer and she's the happiest kid in the world. And then there's also like the broccoli cheese tater tot things. That's a big thing in this household too, so they'll go in the air fryer also.
I do my own strips from scratch in the air fryer, and they come out all right.
Nice. Yeah, I need to try that. I haven't done a lot of like raw stuff in the air fryer. I'm nervous about it.
Yeah, it's you just kind of
Yeah.
just take those temperatures.
Mm-hmm. I see all the cool stuff Dust makes, and I'm like, I need to try this. I haven't even done like wings in it.
What?
No. But wings aren't a real big thing in this house, so.
Oh,
No. JD's more of a barbecue sauce than a hot sauce person, and the kids aren't really into like hot wings. I'm the only one that would eat them, so it's not, I don't know.
Yeah, my house is the same. I'm the only one who eats anything spicy. Like Sid will kind of fuck around with a little bit of spice, but Sal wants nothing to do with it.
They don't mind if I do like the chili a little spicy when I make it and stuff like that, but not like hot wings. No,
Yeah.
not like that.
I mean, I do understand it at some point, but like I make the fucking whitest of white people chili, and it hurts my soul.
Really?
Chan made white chili for
I did.
Marissa's birthday. That had some kick into it. What did you put in there?
I always put peppers in my chili. Always. I can't.
Like green peppers?
No, like jalapenos or chilies themselves.
Yep.
And a lot of the time, I'll actually use jars of
like the Rotel.
Yeah, because the one thing I love about using stuff or jarred diced jalapenos is that once they sit like that, they're a little more intense. So, but the flavor disperses really nicely, especially in chili. So it's not, I'll drain them. I don't put the juice in there.
Right.
That's a little much for everybody. But just that little kick through the chili is really good. So yeah, just a little something.
Yeah, just a little flavorings.
I like a little spice though. A little spice is good for you.
No, I like a lot of spice, but I do understand, Sal's stomach can't handle it, so I do get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marissa doesn't always do well with it, but she'll eat it. If I make chili, she's eating it. She loves chili.
Yeah, that's what we had tonight.
He says Instapot has the 5-minute abs feel to it.
Yeah, no, he's like,
totally right.
Like he's not wrong. Like I wish, I like if there's ever a fucking event again, I'll pack my fucking Instapot and I'll be cooking Instapot meals in my hotel room while you guys are looking at fucking terrible Transformers. I won't even go on the floor. It's like, who's down for some New England clam chowder? Be up here around 2:30.
That would be another reason why I would want an Instapot for situations. That sounds stupid, but for situations like that, because when we had the kitchen last TFCon and Jason got the rooms that had kitchens because I was baking a cake and stuff for the rock party and everything.
Oh yeah.
I'm baking in the hotel room. It was the greatest thing ever. There was like fresh cookies and fresh cake, and I could cook right there on the freaking. We didn't even have to eat out. We ate in our hotel room most of the time. We had a refrigerator and everything. It was great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so worth it.
No, I mean, when we had the kitchen ripped apart last year, I did every single meal we had in the Instapot, like all of them. And it's like one pot. It's like literally, you know, some of the recipes call for like, you know, a saute process, and you can saute right in the fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes you pull that stuff out and add and cook another thing, but it's like one pot cooking, and that's fucking money.
It is. I'll definitely. I think I'm gonna ask Santa for one this year for sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to take a stretch. My neck is feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, I hear that.
I think that's sarcasm, but you know. Anyway, how's everybody doing? How's everybody making out?
Good. I
Fucking-
finished my performance review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Do you feel like you did well this year? Did you give yourself a good review?
You know, last time I talked to my manager about my performance, he told me, "You know what? You have done everything that I have asked this year." And you know, that made me feel good.
Good. Good. That's what you want.
Yep.
Where's my raise, bitch?
Show me Brian's money, or Brian is gonna get upset.
Hey, look, man, I'm just looking forward to finally being able to take some vacation. I haven't taken
Yeah.
any this year, so I've got 4 weeks to fucking plan.
Holy shit!
Nice, dude.
Yep.
What are you gonna do with all that time, Brian?
I think I really want my house has just gone to shit over the last 7 months, you know, because I'm here, I'm working all the time, realming all the time, you know, and you know, I've gotta do some deep cleaning of the collection. I have rooms that need to be painted. Like I have this one bathroom, like the paint is peeling from the ceiling.
That happens in bathrooms a lot.
And yeah, it only
Especially
took
if you take nasty poops.
it only took 11 years for it to start happening. So who knows when the last time the bathroom was painted? Because I've been here since 09, and yeah, so there's that, and you know, really, you know, Chan, JD, your house really inspiring as to, you know, what I should do from a decorating perspective.
Aw.
And
Spread
you know,
that shit out, buddy.
I've got tons of stuff. That I mean, obviously this room's full of toys, but you know, I have a whole nother room of stuff I would never be able to put on display in here unless I decided to rotate it, which I do think I want to do. But you know, I've had these shelves set up in this orientation for better part of 2 years now, and it didn't really work out the way I wanted. You know, and you know, I look at how you guys change. Look how Chris has changed his stuff up. You know, as he's, you know, kind of determined what he wants his collection to be, and then obviously, you know, Mr. Skullface Bobby is a great inspiration. He provides little snippets of how he's changed his collection room up quite a bit, and it's like, you know, I mean, you look at this stuff, it's like, you know, I don't want to necessarily mirror what they've done, but it kind of gives you an idea of
What you
know,
could do.
how they've progressed, and what I'm looking at, what kind of makes me kind of happy, what I want to see, you know, stuff like that. So I want to do that. I have, God, guys, I have so much stuff, and it's like, I don't know if I just make the hard decision and decide what to bring to the next con to sell, because I don't know when the next con to sell that's going to be.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, just when we think we're starting to see some progress,
Daylight.
and it's stuff like, I mean, I don't know if you guys have watched the news lately, but it's like shit is just, it's starting to blow up again, and it's not necessarily here, but you look at overseas, like Europe is starting to have a problem again. It's just like, great, so they started having the problem, and then we did, and then if we look at what they're doing, that's a good barometer for what we're going to see, and it's like, so anyway, I need to find what kind of brings me joy and what I need to stop doing from a accumulation perspective.
Absolutely. That's a great idea.
So I want to do that.
You gonna take some of your vacation to do that kind of a thing?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, obviously this time of year, the big holidays are coming up, and like the family's gonna be having expectations of, uh, hey, are you gonna come visit us and stuff like that. And it's like, you know what? I'm finally getting some time off. I want to get some time to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to spend it traveling, and because like when you have that kind of stuff hanging over your head, it's like I have time off, I have time to myself. But guess what? I'm not at home taking care of the things I want to do.
Right.
Instead, sure, it's nice to see family and go, but if you're there for multiple days, you get to that second day, sometimes even that third day, and you're like, I'm just here wasting my damn time.
I want to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's gotta be such a different perspective to like be at home and have so much to do.
Mhm.
Like, you're working from home and all that other stuff. And to take time and have a nice at home vacation outside of that room.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. And the other thing too is I want to use it to kind of reprogram myself a little bit, right? So I have a horrible habit of, all right, I'm just going to let this pile up and then I'll handle it all at once, right? And then it becomes such an insurmountable task, like,
You just keep putting it off.
yeah. And then
So what you're saying is you're a procrastinator.
yeah, for sure. Definitely a procrastinator.
I do offer some life coaching, Brian.
Oh, yeah. But and then it's like, sometimes they say people who procrastinate isn't necessarily a bad thing because they are actually prioritizing more important things over other things sometimes.
Yep.
But
well, there's some people that function better when their back is against the wall, when it's like if you have all the time in the world, you're like, I got all the time in the world. But when it's like, oh, if I don't get this fucking done by tomorrow, I'm fucked.
Yep.
And then they just rise to it. There are a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them,
but one of those things, but one of those things I want to reprogram myself to do is kind of carve out a schedule for myself on, all right, you know what? I'm going to do a certain amount of certain tasks like every day or every other day. And that way you just kind of stay on top of things and stuff like that. And when it comes to collecting, it's very important because if you're accumulating stuff in the volumes that we do, I mean, I know me personally, I know you guys do, I know a lot of people in the community do. It's like, when stuff comes in, you don't have time to to look at it, to mess with it and stuff like that. And because you don't have a space set up to put that stuff out there and put it up and enjoy it right away. So it's like, that's something I want to get to, kind of thing. And it's kind of hard to focus on that while you're busy doing non-collecting things. So
yeah.
And like, I want to carve out time to, like, dude, I want to buy a Switch. I want to play Breath of the Wild, kind of stuff. But it's like, I don't even have a place to play that right now. It's like,
I feel like it's like, important to prioritize that stuff though. Like to give yourself those spaces to like even spread things you collect out. Like my one girlfriend, she collects like old lunch boxes and shit like that, but they're in her kitchen, they're not in a room somewhere, like you can sort of spread things out throughout your home if you're a collector and still have it look good and nice. Detofs are a really nice way to display like helmets and stuff. Like we decided we were going to use one of the Detofs just for helmets. It keeps dust off of them, things like that. Like it's a different thing. You want a different perspective. So I think that you taking the time off to get that perspective and change some things up for yourself is a good idea. It's a really good idea. I need to do the same. And him and I were talking about that too. Like just having, where do we put this stuff when we first get it, before we figure out where we're going to put it. That's also a good idea.
Yep. And it's like, I feel like I've been hoarding shipping material for the last 4 years. Like
what?
Like
boxes.
I have some kind of weird phobia of not getting rid of boxes. I don't know what it is.
I saw that post.
And so I want to. I think it's time to start using that stuff to get things
Like-
out of here.
Like the
type of
shipping
thing.
boxes, or like the boxes with like fucking bebop boodly boop like on it.
No shipping boxes.
So just plain cardboard boxes.
Hmm.
Brian.
My shop is full of them.
We have a bunch too. I get it. I get
We-
I don't
it.
want to throw them
had-
away 'cause I might use them.
We had a
more.
pile that was probably up to my shoulder,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
we've like finally got rid of them.
I could
I
have
mean-
made BBTS wallpaper in my garage if I wanted.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
And
hired
that's just pulling all the tape off of them.
Yeah, yep.
we hired some kids to come in and just like instead of getting a dumpster, it's like a dumpster truck, and they just loaded it of shit that we filled the garage with, like boxes and stuff like that. Just loaded it up and took it out of here. And it was a quick, like ripping off a Band-Aid. Like they were here for like an hour and a half, loaded everything in the back of that truck, and
Mhm.
drove off with it. There was no time to like second guess whatever it
Yeah.
was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
And I
show
have-
us what goes, and that was it.
And I have like complete runs of comic series and stuff that I'd love to just read through once.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're all like bagged and boarded and organized, but I mean, that was something I was doing when they were coming in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I just want to do that. And there's some that are definitely some covers that I really, really liked. And
Do like
Yeah.
a dust situation.
I'd like to frame some of them up. Yeah. Hang them up,
Ooh,
things
nice
like that.
idea.
And-
Yeah.
And I have so much art that I bought over shows for the past so many years too that I'd like to put up. And I'd be interested to. I know what I do. I have this I have two Bestas in my dining room that I use basically as china closets, and I put actually as a pantry as well because I don't have a lot of cabinet space in my kitchen. And every print I buy lays up on top of that Besta. It's like
A way station.
yeah, it's not a wide Besta. It's like it's a half a Besta, I guess, kind of thing. But it's tall.
Okay.
It's very, very tall. And I just keep stacking them up there because that's where I put them so they don't get bent and stuff like that. Like there is a treasure trove of art up there that I bought throughout these different cons. I don't even know what's up there anymore. Like I can't wait to go see.
It'll be like Christmas.
Yeah.
Be like Christmas.
Yeah,
Be like, wow,
cool.
it's time
Yeah.
to get frames.
Yeah. No.
Well, if you need frames, I can give you some good ideas as to where to go to get them inexpensively because
Mhm.
I've had to.
Yeah, because they can be very, very expensive.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
And if you need any tips or tricks or help with like paint or anything, I can help
You
you
know-
get.
She knows a
Long-
lady.
Well, I got, dude. There's some parts of my home, like I have this in the middle of my house. There's a stairway, and it goes all the way up to the top of the roof, and like you have to bring some scaffolding in here or something to fucking paint that shit. So it's
Yeah.
like, I would have to hire somebody to do that.
Well, you just set up like, you take a ladder and you
Yeah,
basically
I'm not doing that. I'll watch someone do it for sure.
Pile all them boxes up.
I'm with Brian on that one.
yeah, just put all the boxes up. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, they probably won't crush.
No. So.
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Like
fine.
but other things too, like I have had this TV, this 20-inch tube TV. When I moved here, it was in my bedroom in my apartment. When I moved here, I put it in the box, and it's next to where I do my laundry, and I use it to fold clothes and stuff like that. It's like I got to get this fucking thing out of here. Like it doesn't need to be here anymore.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you just need to let it go.
Yeah. So anyway, I wanna fucking do that, kind of stuff. I wanna develop like a brief in-home kind of workout routine as well, kind of things like that. Just kind of develop a habit
And
during
just
that
stick to it.
time and stick to it. Yep.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get my workout with Chan Facebook page up and running again.
Yeah.
You can join in if you want.
All right.
It'll be fun. I'm gonna start a whole routine thing. It'll be a good time.
I don't get the box thing because pretty much you know, unless it's a weird sized box or I'm like plan on shipping something out, like as soon as I open it, I fucking take the razor knife to it, bust it into its little constituent parts that fit in the recycling bin, and fucking out, gone.
And the thing is, I've accumulated so many. That's what I should be doing. Like the last time I did a box evaluation, I actually purged some, and it was like I was like, wow, it's a great box. I could use this for something if I decide to sell this one day. And it's like, nope, cut it up and throw it out. And they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I did it. It's like, all right, do it again. It's so hard. You know,
It is.
dude, I have trash bags full of fucking
Bubbles.
bubble wraps and fucking
Yep.
peanuts and shit
Same
like that
here.
too.
We do too.
Contractor bags full of that shit.
Yep.
Trash it.
I've sold some weird shape size stuff on eBay. Went out and looked at my box collection, and none of them are perfect. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make a box.
Yeah.
Just take a big one, cut it down, and I mean, you save a ton on shipping that way.
Mhm.
Not so much for the weight, but for if it's big, they get you on that. But yeah, I
Well,
got too many.
I hope you accomplish what you want to accomplish with your vacation time.
Yeah, definitely.
Make sure to throw us in there for a week too.
Yeah.
I was thinking you might take like a caboose tour,
Mhm.
Dude,
like let loose with the caboose, and you just
Dude.
have like a shirt made, and you just fucking bomb around like.
dude, that's another thing though too. Like what I'd like to do. I don't know if I could do it. Obviously, can't do it this year, but you know, I want to go take a drive to like my old like childhood stomping grounds, kind of stuff like that, and maybe see if there's some old hangout spots or restaurants that still exist from when I used to live there. You know, go there,
Brian, you
partake,
can never
something
go
like that.
home.
Yeah.
You can never go home. It's never going to be the same.
Yep.
So I'm saying don't, like, maybe like I said, I would really like to see a Brink, you know, nationwide tour where it's like let loose with the caboose.
Oh,
You do one of those like rent an RV things and just travel across the country.
You could make like a YouTube channel where
Yeah.
you just visit cabooses and shit.
look, man, I just have the interest in the one caboose.
I don't see why you're tying yourself down with just one caboose. I feel like you need to let loose with the caboose.
No other cabooses mean anything to me. Just the one caboose.
Yeah.
I can't believe it still exists. I can't believe it's 5 minutes away from Dust House.
I don't know, man. I think you could go around and wear like a fucking engineer's cap, and you could rate all the cabooses. Like just be like, this caboose is fucking garbage. You know, that's what you get when.
Fuck that.
I'm trying to sell them hard on this idea. I think it could be a fucking real moneymaker.
Oh my gosh.
Like, look at this trash. This fucking right angle bullshit. The caboose needs to be curvy like a woman.
Yeah.
Brian gives this a D.
That's very awesome.
My God.
Oh boy.
But they do have excellent fried dough.
What?
I'm an idea man, Brian. I'm an idea man. They're not all winners.
Fried dough.
I don't know. It sounds kind of like Beansy wants to be your cameraman. You guys.
Yeah.
It could be the Brian and Beans show. See who kills the other first.
Oh my goodness.
Hey Beansy, does this smell like chloroform to you? Cue me tied up on a train track.
Oh, you guys. You're all silly.
Well, with that, I don't know if anybody's still watching.
Yeah, everyone's probably like, I'm going to bed.
How far did you get there, Matt?
Yeah.
I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys, so I probably got another double that left, and then I got to
Right.
base them. Yeah,
Right on.
for a
Fun.
game I'm never gonna play,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
it's fun with you guys hanging out.
Yeah.
Hijinks.
Yeah. Definitely.
we like having you here, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
How about you, Mike? How far did you get?
Well, I think our horns turned out okay.
Well,
We just
No,
kind
they
of
look good.
threw a wash on it, colored her hair, got a little bit of white for her teeth, did her eyebrows. I'm still hemming and hawing about where they meet on her forehead, but it's
Yeah.
not hateful. I could live with that probably.
No, it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
heck yeah. No.
My camera just sucks, doesn't it? This computer's old.
Take pictures.
Yeah. Can do that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, we have people still
Whoa.
watching.
You
Yeah,
gotta pause it.
I know.
Eric's still here.
Brian, you have some trivia.
I do have some trivia.
Cool.
So,
Nice.
I don't know if you guys have seen this streaming thing from NBC called Peacock TV. They have some older shows on there. For instance, Punky Brewster is on there right now. The Exo Squad is on there right now. I haven't started watching that.
Nice.
I never saw that as a kid, and I want to check that out, which is maybe dangerous, maybe not, because
You're gonna fall down another hole.
yes, I'm gonna go to fucking eBay and be like, "Hey, here's a whole lot of all of them," and just
Maybe
but,
you should price them out before you watch.
yeah, maybe we'll see. But you know what? And when it comes to exo related things, exo suits, I got a collection of Diaclone to open that satisfy that need. That's something I should do on vacation, maybe. Open up a few of those things. But anyway, on Peacock TV right now, the Harry Potter's on there, all the movies. And so I started watching them again. So today's trivia is going to be Harry Potter related.
Oh boy.
All right,
I
so
actually know this one.
hope you guys can answer this. So here we go. In Harry Potter universe, there's an odd type of magic. This magic takes a lot of practice to master. And then after the person masters it or gets it working, they actually have to register themselves with the Ministry of Magic that, they've kind of mastered this particular craft. And in the movies, this magic is used by some of the characters, namely Harry Potter's dad, James, and his childhood friends. They gave themselves nicknames of Moony, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs. You may remember them from the Marauders map. And these nicknames have to do with this type of magic. Oh, I also want to say that spelling doesn't matter in this case because who knows how the hell this shit is spelled. But anyway, these nicknames have to do with this type of magic. So the question is, what kind of magic potion allows somebody to transform themselves from themselves to another person? Bye, Matt.
Say the question one more time.
The question was, what kind of magic potion allows someone to transform themselves so that they look like someone else? And wow, some people are quick on the draw. Do you guys see what I see?
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe it is Frank.
Goddamn Frank again.
Goddamn Frank.
But I did get him in the beginning because I was trying to trick him, and he did say this at first. So did Pia Ferguson 19.
Poor Toy Mafia. They're like, oh, buddy.
God damn it.
So Frank is the winner
Again?
again.
Cool.
Swear to God.
Well-
Frank does not know these questions beforehand.
How could he have known that question?
I don't know.
You've got his bot hooked up with Google or something.
Throw it in the pile. So tonight, in honor of Star Wars, you win a bucket.
Nice.
So there you go. That's what you got, buddy.
A bucket.
A bucket. It's a very nice bucket too, printed by our friends at My Action Figure Customs.
That's a nice bucket.
I'm actually kind of jealous. Like, I want like 10 of those things to put in our diorama.
Castle, yeah.
But yeah. So I'll add it to your pile, Frank. And yeah, I guess we can start getting out of here. 2 hours and 15 minutes.
All right.
A little early tonight.
A little bit.
A little early.
Just a little. Oh, Drew
sorry,
wanted a
Drew.
bucket.
Sorry, buddy.
Well, there's more things to give away, so
Yeah.
see you guys in 2 weeks for that, I guess, huh?
Maybe we should institute a rule that you can only win once a month.
Ooh,
That might
have to be a
have to
rule.
be put
Yeah.
into effect.
Or maybe I'll have to come up with harder questions.
Frank's just holding his phone up to his computer, so like when you ask the question, it automatically answers it.
That's smart. Smart.
Got Nexus Siri.
Uh-huh.
I'm bucketless.
Bucketless.
Oh, look at Frank.
There was never-
Oh man.
Oh.
All right.
Anyway,
We out.
We're out.
yeah.
Let's say our goodbyes and where you at and
All that.
shut her down.
We'll start with Mike.
Mike Wells on Facebook. Mike's Toy Madness on Instagram. Here every other Wednesday on ShelfGravy. Monday and Tuesdays on the Into the Realm and Breaking the Mold. And that's about it.
Dude, I love how Mike says you can find me in the chats.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
In the chats. Yeah.
In the chats.
Cool. I love it.
Oh, Matt says he lost internet.
Oh.
You know, communication disruption can only mean one thing.
It looked like he was reaching for his camera or something, and all of a sudden it just gone. The black hole sucked him up, and he's gone.
Yep.
All right. Oh, and yeah, I'm Brinklizer. You can find me Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. You can find me in the chat during the Thursday show of
Total Package Podcast.
yeah, and also that Friday show of MPSP Theater.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. How about you?
Oh my. You can find me all over the place. And all different colors, apparently. Monday nights on ETR. Every other Wednesday with you guys on the lovely Shelf Gravy show. Thursday nights with the ladies of the Total Package Podcast. And all over realm-related things. I suppose. Yeah. Pretty much. What about you?
Well, Matt, you can find Matt.
Well, yeah,
Matt-
where we
Matt
can we
Hurd
find Matt?
One Too Many podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
One too many.
And what else does he say? Usually he's got a joke in there or something. You can find him turning ladies gay.
Increasing the lesbian population.
Yeah, there we go. You can find me, Pigment Surgery, ShelfGravy, Tuesdays on Breaking the Mold, every other Wednesday here, and the opposite Wednesdays on Figa Bangin'. Yeah, and you can find me in the chats, usually on ETR. That's pretty much it.
He hides on Thursday nights.
I don't hide.
Did you guys see what KJ and E Primer saying in the chat? The canned bread store.
Canned bread store.
In a can of bread.
Or the local Coke spot. That's where you can find Beansy on a regular basis.
Picking up them Lesbos.
Yep.
Making Lesbos. I don't know.
I think he's done with the Lesbos.
Huh. Yeah, I know.
He was a previous lesbian maker.
Yeah, there we go.
And don't forget this Friday. We have boom,
Yeah.
Boom.
boom. Mandalorian comes back.
Mandalorian.
Streaming.
Sweet.
Heck yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. And don't forget about all of our other friends who do lots of other podcasts.
Yep.
There are tons of them.
Yep.
And we do our best to listen to as many as we can.
MPSP Theater and
Yeah.
Nerds Have Spoken and
So many things.
Total Package Podcast and
That's it.
Enter the Realm, Breaking the Mold.
I think if I listened to all the podcasts, I would never have time to do anything else.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I don't have time to do anything because I'm listening to podcasts, being on podcasts.
Right?
Dude,
Figure
if
it
I
out.
wasn't on so many, then I'd have to listen to 3 more. That'd be crazy.
I know, right? Freaking nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Cool. Well, good night, everybody. Thanks.
Night, everyone.
don't forget the gravy.